And welcome back to the Pure Steel Podcast. As always, I am your host, Louis P. Schreier. And like every Tuesday, my co-host, Bryce Ripley, is here. As always, everybody, this show is brought to you by Lit Beard Company. Lit Beard Company is the best goddamn beard company on the planet. Flat out, plain and simple. Use the promo code STEEL on Lit Beard Company's website, which is right here. Boom.
Lit Beard Company.
Get yourself 10% off your first purchase and get yourself a nice, healthy, happy beard. I forgot to put my tickers up, so here we go. Boom, there we go. Now we are in business.
Now it's official.
Well, yeah, this is the Pure Steel Podcast. This is your first time tuning in. Thank you very much. If this is not your first time tuning in,
How you been, Louie?
good, man.
Good.
Pretty good.
What's new and exciting your way?
Yep, Tommy and Teresa are watching.
Oh, look at that. Good deal. Hello, Mom and Dad.
Oh,
What do you think?
I don't think too much, man. It's been kind of a crazy weekend, man. Just a lot of shit coming in. Just busy. Nothing wrong with it, though.
Good. That's good news. Being busy. Good.
Yeah. What's new with you?
Oh, not much. Started a quick trip today, so be working over in the kitchens there, helping them make a bunch of money. So that's always fun and exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Tell them I need another sponsor for the show. I see they do Matt Ramage.
Oh, man, I know. I was thinking I'd love to be one of the grandkids, but, that's how she goes. That's how she goes. But
Son of a bitch. Well, I suppose let's get right into it, eh?
Yeah, let's do it.
So over the weekend, actually one of my favorite bands, the Foo Fighters, their drummer passed away, which is kind of tough. I'm a big music guy. I love, especially like the Foo Fighters. They're just such a genuine band. Looking at Dave Grohl and how he kind of progressed his career. He obviously started in Nirvana. He was a drummer for.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was a drummer for Nirvana. I knew nothing about any of that.
So Dave Grohl was a drummer in Nirvana, and then eventually, after Kurt Cobain passed away, he started the band Foo Fighters, and he started, just going through guys, and he brought on. After the first time they met, they've been on record saying like he met his long lost brother. I mean, when they first met, those two clicked right away. Taylor Hawkins and who just passed away, obviously Taylor Hawkins, and Dave Grohl just hit it right off. And I couldn't imagine the shoes that Taylor Hawkins was trying to fit into at the time. I mean, seeing that, knowing that Dave Grohl just came off of the band Nirvana.
Right, he was already one of the best drummers
of the 90s, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, and then coming off all the, and then like how those guys hit it off, how loyal they were to each other for how many years, and even like recently seeing that Taylor Hawkins got his own, like solos, like singing solos and Foo Fighters songs. He always covered a Queen song, "Someone to Love." He always covered that song, and Taylor Hawkins killed it. And like he was always so he was so undermined, and like how talented the guy was, and it was actually kind of tough, man, because I'm a huge Foo Fighters fan, and kind of like following music like I do, and seeing this guy's personality flourish. It's very seldomly, but like when you see him, like you remember, like at the MTV Music Awards, they walk up to get their awards, and like Taylor Hawkins is standing there, and he's just like, Dave Grohl's talking, he stopped, and he goes, "I'm Taylor Hawkins."
Yeah, right.
And he pulled back like a goofball.
Whatever, just live in the moment. Yeah, pulling the funny.
Yeah, it's weird. Like there's like. So many stories came out too, like this week of like, all the people he's like been around. And Paul McCartney came out and he's like, me and Taylor Hawkins were at the Grammys like 3 years ago. We went to an after party. They didn't recognize either one of us. There's pictures of Paul McCartney and Taylor Hawkins outside this party, standing there talking to each other, laughing because nobody recognized who they were.
Well, that's kind of fun for them, anyways.
But like
that's like a breath of fresh air when that happens, right? I mean,
it's
gotta be like the best thing in the world for those guys. Like, oh my God, nobody knows who we are. This is crazy.
Yeah, so even to be like Paul McCartney, be Paul McCartney and somebody not recognize who I am.
Right, like come on, there's gonna be one. There's always one.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. He was 50 years old and
I
passed
think
away.
Paul McCartney could walk into Westby and Nordic Lanes and not be recognized.
I probably won't recognize. I'm more of a Stones fan personally.
I'd have to I don't know. I think for me it would be do I want to look like a stupid ass if I'm wrong? Like, am I worth doing that right now? Like, how many beers have I? It would have to be a couple beers, and I would probably end up just biting the bullet. But God, it'd have to be close though. Like, it'd have to be really close from like a Google image. You know what I mean?
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't think I could you could recognize like a lot of people like in real life. Like, I remember like seeing Favre in real life. You're like, doesn't look anything like the fucking guy,
You're kind of weird. Yeah. I thought the same way about John Madden. But then again, he didn't have his makeup on for TV and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I thought he looked different too. But anyway, about Mr. Hawkins, that's too bad. He had didn't he? He had drug issues though early on.
Yeah, the 2001, I think I read he had a drug overdose.
Yeah. So I mean, he was 54 when he 54. So 50.
Yep.
Yeah. Does that kind of stuff takes a toll on the body, no matter what. So, but sounds like he had a good life.
Yeah, I couldn't, man. That'd be crazy, filling those shoes. Just like. For the next guy that's to take over for Taylor Hawkins, that's gonna be fucking tough. That's a legend.
Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, no thanks. But somebody's got to do it. I'm sure they're gonna pick the right guy, and it's gonna be good. So,
I was talking to a friend tonight, and he said, "Well, the lead singer also plays drums." So,
yeah, that's for sure. And maybe. I can't imagine he would go play drums, but maybe he will for a few songs. I'm sure. Why not?
Yeah, but as of right now, we won't see Foo Fighters anymore in 2022. They canceled all their shows today.
And that's okay.
Let them grieve, let them mourn.
And could you imagine? I mean, it's like losing your family. Like that's a big deal. Like, especially singing songs. There's a lot of emotion to that, dude, and it's be hard to sing some of those songs, knowing all the memories that come with those songs, to be able to handle it to get through a show.
So what's your favorite Foo Fighters song?
Oh God, I just have so many.
My favorite ones.
What's yours?
Everlong is my favorite.
Everlong.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I couldn't really pick. I guess I don't know them really off the top of my head either.
My Hero is right up there too. One A, one B.
Yeah, I mean they're good. I mean, I never was a big fan, obviously. Not that their music is bad or anything, but I just never really listened to it, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's too bad. It's too bad. Too young.
Another good one going, man.
Yeah.
But sticking on music, everybody. I promised this last week. I didn't bring it down. But I got my Ghost Imperia vinyl. The fucking artwork in that thing, dude.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's some killer artwork there. Kind of crazy, different.
Yeah, they got the whole thing. If anybody doesn't know who the band Ghost is, this is their persona on stage. They have like a pope.
That's pretty cool.
Pope with skull paint.
Is that like an actual photo or like a painting of something?
No, that's the actual photo of the band.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and you go through your whole pamphlet. Yeah, they have every song has artwork that goes with it. It's pretty neat. Actually, I just did that upside down like a complete fucking doofus and didn't realize it. But yeah, every song has a whole different.
Can't even tell. I mean, God dang, that's.
And then they got. Yeah, there's one in here too that kind of sticks like a sore thumb. I think everybody's gonna recognize who it is when I show it. For the song 20s, which I liked the album. I thought it was a pretty good album. Not my favorite album.
I'm gonna get you sticky notes. I'm gonna go to Office Max.
Why?
I'm gonna get you some sticky notes so you have them.
For what?
So you have them as bookmarks.
Yeah, I got sticky notes here brought to you by Electric Eel Company. They make
those are nice ones. You don't want to use them for that.
I really, to be honest with you, I didn't really even plan to dig into this. I just did it just out of force of habit.
Yeah, nice artwork though.
Yeah, there we go. I wonder if you can tell who this is through the screen. This is for the song 20s. The song is wrote about different people.
Interesting.
Do you recognize what the guy in the middle is?
Background? Is that like a Buddha or something in the background? What is that?
Donald J. Trump.
Oh, that's Trump right there?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. Oh, that's an interesting picture of him. Everybody's got their image, everybody's got their thing, I guess, but
yeah, it's a fun album. It's definitely fun. It's not, I don't know, like I said, it wasn't my favorite by them. But I did see the Grammys posted some of their stuff today, like who's gonna be recognized. And for best metal album, my vote right here. Mastodon, Hushed and Grim.
Mastodon, huh?
And this is probably one of the best albums I've listened to in a long time. Again, fucking badass artwork. I mean, all around it. I mean, it's just different animals. I'm not going to flip through like I did the Ghost one, but yeah, just the Power Four, man. Brian Delore, Brent Hines, Bill Kilmer, and Troy Sanders. This is a fucking really cool album.
Jesus.
Really liked it. And this is my second favorite Mastodon album that ever came out. And this is definitely my favorite album of the year, though.
Well, you definitely want to keep that nice.
Yep. I thought I'd bring those down and do some show and tell. So Hushed and Grim and Mastodon, definitely they got nominated for Best Metal Album of the Year. So I hopefully they win it. Also previewed in that one or on the nomination list is there's the one other one that I really know, I guess, would be Gojira Amazonia, which is also another really good album that I actually have that one upstairs too. I just forgot to grab it.
Yeah, I was listening to that Ghost album, I guess, a little bit. Watching the Sky, I guess, is a pretty good song. I guess not really like my type of go-to, but I mean, clearly people like it. It had like 300,000 some views. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's good for a new album, I guess. I don't know.
They're catchy. All their songs are catchy.
Yeah. Except
20s. I was not a big fan of the song 20s.
Yeah, I'm more of the sports type of people,
Yeah.
I'm all about it, especially this time of year, man. This is it.
This is it, man. This week was kind of a slower week in news, but
yeah, it was. Down in the NFL, changed those rules up for the overtime today. Sounds like it went 29-3. So that's pretty convincing. Both. So instead of it being, obviously stopping, if the opposing defense stops you to a field goal, your offense gets to come on to try to score, right? But now, regardless of touchdown, it's not sudden death. It's the other team gets the possession. If it's still tied, sounds like they're going to do a coin flip to see who gets possession, and then it'll go to sudden death. What I don't like about it, this is my just take on it, is great. That's awesome. I like that rule, but instead of doing the coin flip, like if it comes down to that, like for home field, you should get the ball first, or the decision to go on defense first, or either or. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that should be also at the end of the game. Like the home field team always gets to decide. It's not a coin flip anymore. Like have an incentive for being the home field team in the playoffs because you earned that seed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that, but I think also just to kind of keep it, it's the playoffs. You got to keep it worth watching though for us viewers. And I understand like the home field thing. You should make it more home field oriented. Yeah. But
was it not bumming to so many people watching? Just that Chiefs Bills game alone. I mean, that's something, changes the game. I mean, letting Allen come on the field and score a touchdown and possibly Bills come out defensively and they do stop the Chiefs. Say the Chiefs are the home team and they pick to go score a touchdown, say the Bills stop them, That'd been a fantastic end. Like, it just felt deflating at the end of that game where you were like, wow, that's it. Don't get to see him come on the field. You know what I mean? It just felt like it was just empty.
I think both teams do deserve a shot at the score. That's kind of my opinion.
Right. And I think if you're going to make because let's be honest, home field advantage, it doesn't matter what seed you are. You can come into any stadium and win. It does not matter where you're playing, but it will matter when you're in the game in that moment, in the time of, you're in that team stadium, it's loud. When it comes to a coin flip, you don't even have to do the coin flip. You get to decide whether you put your offense or your defense on the field. And use that crowd noise to your advantage. Use that as that's an actual home field advantage.
Oh, absolutely. Especially, especially like if you go to like a Minnesota, which is known to be super loud, or like, the Saints, Chiefs, all the,
Yeah. I mean, you really get, in my opinion, you get that full experience of home field advantage when you have that, on your back. You know what I mean?
Speaking of stadiums, like indoor stadiums are getting super loud.
Oh,
especially
man.
if you're Atlanta and you get the pump noise into it.
Yeah, it's something. It's really it's loud. Sounds like the Bills got approved for a new stadium.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I was just about ready to say that. Yeah,
oh man, I think that'll be outdoor. That'll still be really nice.
I thought there was gonna have a roof on it. I have to look at the pictures. I thought there was gonna have a roof at least.
It's gonna have like a partial. It's like Seattle Stadium, where it covers the fans, but it's still open to the elements on the field.
Oh, badass!
I think it's something kind of like that design. Yeah.
The pictures I seen look fucking cool. So hopefully,
they look neat. I mean, it's going to be a really nice stadium. Will they have a Super Bowl there? Probably not. But
too cold for them.
Too cold. Yeah. I think like that for Green Bay too. Like it's too cold and there's not enough hotels. There's just not enough space.
Yeah.
It's just not. The neighborhood's not even going to want that fiasco around. Like, that's just a whole new level of people that come into the place, and yeah, they just wouldn't want it. Anyway.
Other NFL news: the Ravens signed John Harbaugh to a 3-year extension.
Deserving.
Ravens.
He wins all the time. Him and Tomlin, they just go back and forth. And two of the best coaches.
Speaking of Tomlin, the news on him today was he was very against changing the rules in the overtime.
He was against it.
He was against it. He was outspokenly against it. He did not like the change.
That's too bad. A lot of coaches were for it, and that's just how this works.
Well, I guess you got to look at it from his aspect. It's not like he has a marketable quarterback right now and doing anything for him.
It is what it is. Like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Now, I wish, like I said, like I'm still sticking to that coin flip thing. It'll change that whole aspect. But he'll come around. He'll be all right. He'll figure it out. I've been really watching these receivers lately. And they're at West Palm Beach for the spring meetings or whatever for the NFL, right? Where they voted and all that.
Yep.
Sounds like LaFleur wants some speed in the wide receiver room.
The way he kind of worded how he said it made it sound to me like they were going to go after people. Like not in the draft so much, but they're going to try to attack the trade market to get somebody in.
Be interesting. I'd like to see some speed. Yeah, I want to get fast guys. Like, the Chiefs win with those fast guys. They got really good fast receivers.
Yeah, absolutely. Like look at a guy like like obviously you get a lot of noise right now out of Seattle, but like a Tyler Lockett is fast, super fast, and guys
Very
like that
fast.
who might be available, might not be available. I guess time will tell. Hopefully they are available. And there's a lot, even like look at like a guy like Samuel Watkins who still has fucking wheels. He's a free agent right now.
It would be nice to get.
You think Devin Hester can still run?
What's that?
Think Hester can still run?
Did who?
Devin Hester. Think he can still run?
Oh, I think he can still run.
Bring him in. Time to be a winner, Devin.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing now. It'd be interesting. Probably running football camps and stuff like that.
I'm going to say this right now, like, just to be honest with you. Devin Hester is a game changer. You had a plan for what he could do in the field. He was a menace. He was one of the best of all time at being a returner. He should goddamn be a Hall of Famer. I'm saying that here right now.
He'll get in there.
He better get in there.
He will get in there.
Hey, they put Chris Carter in the son of a bitch. They better put Devin Hester.
Yeah, they will. They'll put him in there. He's not gonna not get a gold jacket, dude. Like, he is one of the best returners of the game's history. Like, he's getting in there. It's just when, there's a lot of people that are like, well, Zach Thomas needs to be in there. Well, I was like, well, I think Devin Hester is a little bit above Zach Thomas in my opinion because of just his position at what he did. That's a hard position to be really good at, so.
Menace.
I pick Hester over Zach Thomas. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Other NFL news today. We're gonna stick with this. We're gonna stay on this one person topic here 2 times. So Deshaun Watson could still face NFL discipline. That was directed today from the head of the NFL, Roger Goodell.
Right.
What's your take on that? Should he still be punished? Although he.
Yeah, you obviously, if like all of us in America, like even if you're found innocent in the court of law, your employer still might not like that image, regardless, because the way news gets out, the way things are, you could get into the politics and get into details of that, and I'm not going to, but I mean, yeah, you should definitely face discipline from your employer if they are affected by your allegations, guilty or not, because chances are they have to answer for it, so that's how they'll take it.
And sticking on Deshaun Watson or in the news, the Ravens owner came out to say that the Watson deal has complicated quarterback talks in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, obviously. I think they're trying to re-sign Lamar Jackson. I think that must be going pretty tough.
So I'm wondering, at this point, Lamar wants more money than Deshaun Watson, obviously. And, I have to agree with him because Cleveland did that, and they knew it. You can't tell me that Cleveland didn't know that they were going to break that with that number, knowing that they have to re-sign Lamar. I mean, that's a big number because they'll have to compete with that.
These numbers are going to get stupid.
30, what is he making every year?
This year is supposed to be cheap, I thought. This year is supposed to be like base numbers.
Right, because of the lawsuits and all that stuff.
It's like, I want to say it's like 26 or no, it was like, I think it was like 30. I can't remember what the hell it was. It was a lot.
A lot. Yeah, a lot.
Is Deshaun Watson worth more than Lamar Jackson? In my opinion, absolutely. Let me before I say this, Lamar Jackson has been on teams ready to win his whole career. Yeah. He's had defenses behind him. The Baltimore defense is always game ready to go. Deshaun Watson, he's been playing for an absolutely shit Texans team for the last 2 years that he's been there. He didn't play last year, but the 2 years prior, where they barely were squeaking wins out, period. And this final year, he's putting up numbers, that replicated what Steve Young was doing his Super Bowl year. But he, like percentage-wise, he had a really high completion rating. He had a really high, he was like, I think number 2 on like percentage numbers. Like, he throws from like 8 yards and beyond. Like, he had like super high numbers on that. He had a bunch of other numbers to go with it. And he was also doing all this stuff, making these stats on a team dealing with 4-12. So given that, the guy has talent, he can play. He's just kind of a shithead off the field, obviously. But if I'm going to be paying my money to a quarterback between those two, I think they're drafted the same year, weren't they? Or close to it.
Watson and
or they a year apart?
Who's that?
Watson and Jackson.
I would have to think they're a few years apart.
I think your better bang for your buck quarterback is going to be Deshaun Watson, in my opinion. And also, too, like if you're going to point out, like that Tyler Huntley, he played really well even without. Yeah, on that team that's already built to win with the Hollywood Brown and all those guys in the mix. I mean, that's a legit team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, they'll be okay. Harbaugh's getting re-signed and everything, but Lamar, I don't believe has an agent. Linda,
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Lamar has an agent, so that is kind of different as well with those negotiations. I think.
I seen Jarvis Landry fired his agent.
Possibly. Yeah, I don't know.
Because
Drew Rosenhaus got paid. I know that. So,
is there a time where Drew Rosenhaus? Or Jesus Christ, let me get that out of my mouth. Is there a time where Drew Rosenhaus isn't getting paid? That guy's a fucking monster.
He's getting it done. I mean, it sounds like he had his first client when he was like 22 or something like that. Like that's just dude's been in the game a long time.
Guy's a monster.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, as far as receivers goes, I mean, Jameson Williams, Garrett Wilson, or Drake London, I would be happy with either of those three. I mean, can't go wrong. I mean, Jameson Williams, I mean, he's just those guys played against quality defenses. I think Alabama, Jameson Williams, he's the top. But you really can't go wrong with those guys up there. I just, you can watch all the tape in the world on them. I usually with that, I stick with the first couple reels I see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell a lot about a guy. Usually go with what you see, but. Yeah, other than that,
I do like that Traylon Burks too out of Arkansas. He's got a big frame, thick guy. He's 231 pounds.
Yeah, and I liked him. He's also up there with Garrett Wilson, Olavi's even kind of in there. I just think Drake London. You look at Drake London; he's 6'4". Jameson Williams, I think, is 6'2", and Garrett Wilson, I think, is 6 foot. So depending on and I think Devontae was 6 foot. So depending on how do they want their receiver room to look? Do they want a big possession receiver? I mean, then I would go Drake London. I think a guy that can stretch the field. Obviously, Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams. Either one of those two can really stretch the field on you.
I agree with you. I do like that Jahia Johnson too. He's 5'11", 170. He's kind of a burner out of Penn State.
Yeah.
He might. Yeah. He keeps on rising, but you also see too. He's kind of on one of these trajectories. He's kind of going up and down people's boards.
Right. And if he doesn't go in the first round, he'll go. If he's good enough, if he's as good as they say he is. Second round for sure, day 2 for sure, no doubt.
Oh, absolutely.
He won't be sitting around long.
He'll go first 15, day 2 probably.
Yeah, he won't be sitting around long. I mean, there's that that Thornton from Baylor. He runs like a 4.2.
He's a burner,
dude.
He goes
4.2. 4.2. I mean, yeah, dude. What'd you say? What was the name you said? There's Calvin Austin, Velas Jones. Those guys, they run pretty fast. Memphis and Tennessee. Those guys will probably be day 2, day 3 guys.
Yeah, Sky Moore too, Western Michigan. He's a stud as well. He's kind of built like his Western Michigan counterpart. Right. He has a kind of a Greg Jennings build to him, 5'10", right. 195.
So the another funny thing here, that photo of the coaches at the West Palm Beach. Did you see it yet?
I had not seen I only heard Jim Rome talking about how bad Matt Rule looked.
Oh my God, it's so funny. If I can pull it up here, Adam Schefter. I'll share my screen here. It's so funny. Find it. Here it is. Okay, let me. Okay.
How funny is it? It's pretty good. Am I gonna laugh?
Hold on. Okay, so it's not gonna let me. So yeah, just go ahead and you look at it. I mean, the guy looks like he's Matt Rule looks like he's honestly figuring out that he's about to get picked last in kickball. You know, all these coaches here. You were talking, like all these coaches. The only 2 guys in shorts here.
Look at Doug Peterson. What a fucking stud.
Yeah. Andy Reid and Kingsbury are the only 2 in shorts.
Look at Matt LaFleur. What a goon.
Yeah. Look at the Vikings coaches right behind him. Kevin O'Donnell. Just a stud. I wish I could figure this out. I don't know why. I had to open up my system preferences, all that good stuff. I never did it on this. But yeah, as far as the Packers goes, I mean, they, pretty much a stalemate where they're at. I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen there, honestly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so here's – oh, shit.
Wow.
Kind of goofy looking, huh? You see that? Does that look like shit?
Yeah, that isn't this year's.
Okay. Well, there's Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
It's not this year's.
No.
Okay. I'll stop sharing.
Okay, hold on here. Let me try.
Okay, yeah, I got it now.
You got it?
I'll pull up one more time here.
Yeah, do it.
There's Matt Rule.
There we go.
Looks like a sack of shit.
Like he just looks, yeah, dude. Like he looks like the. Yeah.
He looks like you said.
Yeah.
He looks like he just got out of fucking Burger King. He was pissed off while
right.
Hey, out of this whole thing, though, let's be serious. Right here, Ron Rivera, stud.
Stud.
This guy right here, Matt McVay.
Yeah.
He looks like he's a cool kid in class. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You look over here, Mike McDaniel, stud. Looks like this is a total stud. He has his white beater on. You can see it inside his deal. The white.
Dude.
He looks like he just got off a skateboard. He's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, dude. That's that's interesting. He might have brought him back there.
Oh man, look at these guys, all clowns. Jeez. Doug Peterson back here has his eyes.
Look at LaFleur. Looks like he's like covering his nuts for a ball tap from McDermott.
Yep. He's like, goddamn, Rivera's gonna get.
McDermott's gonna give me a gift.
Riverboat Ron. Look at Carol, he's over here looking at the chicks over here.
Well, it's bullcrap. It's bullcrap that they put Andy Reid in the back because, like the other one, like you had it, his legs were in the front. People just gave him a hard time about it, and I think that's why he stood in the back.
Probably. I'm looking for Belichick. Did he not make the meeting?
No, it was there was 4 that didn't make it. I think it was Belichick, McCarthy.
Mike Vrabel, he's a big son of a bitch. Look at that thick fucker.
Yeah, there's like 2 other ones that didn't make it.
Harbaugh. I think I like it. Ron Rivera's a goddamn stud. Look at this guy. Hawaiian shirt, pink. Good for him. Lovey Smith over here. Fresh out.
That's part of the new Washington Commanders apparel that he's wearing. That Ron Rivera, yeah.
Is he good for him? I'm telling you, though. These guys, this young cast of crew of coaches is just goofy as shit. LaFleur, McDaniel, McVay. I mean, jeez.
Look at like over half of them are definitely going golfing when this whole thing's over with.
There's got to be a big tournament.
Yeah, they golfed this morning. They're gonna go golf again, and they're gonna get hammered. Good for that.
So let's stay on topic here. These coaches, huh? I got a dumbass question for you.
Okay.
So So should I leave the picture up, or can I ask this, or can I pull it down? I'm gonna pull it down.
You can pull it down.
Does it look that bad on my screen too? I have like 10 screens I'm looking at.
It's about the same, yeah. All is good, man. All is good. There we go.
So you're in the spirit of WrestleMania. WrestleMania.
Yeah, the main events.
All right. So you have 32 coaches in the NFL, right? There's a Royal Rumble. What 4 coaches are left standing, and who are they dressed as a wrestler?
Royal Rumble.
I'm gonna do mine right off the bat.
I mean, come on, how many of all of them, the last 4? Who are the last 4 standing?
Yep.
Oh my God, Vrabel. Yeah, Vrabel. Dan Campbell's going to definitely be in there. Saleh is going to be in there. And damn, dude, I think, I'd be worried about McDaniels, but maybe Josh McDaniels could fucking show us something, Josh McDaniels might have some fight in him. Who knows?
Hey.
Wouldn't mind seeing McCarthy up there. Would not mind it.
My 4, all right, Royal Rumble style. I'm going to give you my 4 and who they're dressed as, all right?
Yeah.
Robert Saleh. He's going to be one of my 4, dressed as Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Number 2, Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
All right. Dressed as the Ultimate Warrior.
Wow.
Number 3, Mike Vrabel. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Wow.
All right. And number 4, Riverboat Ron Rivera, dressed as Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Oh my God.
And the winner of it, Robert Saleh. That guy's a fucking monster. Have you seen
Oh, he is a monster, dude. He is. I mean, could you imagine if Andy Reid or McCarthy in there just trying to get their big asses over that fucking rope? Not me! Those cankles would be just rocking.
Yeah, let's be serious though. Mike McDaniel dressed as Jeff Hardy all day.
All day.
All day, dude. I can see. I bet he does that for Halloween, dude.
I mean, he's a cool guy, dude.
He's so laid back.
Yeah, people should really read up on him because he's an interesting character.
I almost said Nathaniel Hackett, but you know what? He might be. I can see McVay being an underdog though too. He dressed up like Randy Orton, slithering around like a snake, dropping RKOs.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. There's Matt Rule is just I could just see him being disgusting in the WWE.
He looks like he just crawled out of the fucking Five Guys.
Yeah.
He just demolished all the fries. Didn't know where the fuck they went.
He looks like in that picture, he looks like the middle school fan kid, like that his dad his dad brought him with. Just pissed about it.
I gotta look at this one more time. Everybody else will take a look at it too.
I'm telling you, the one that Schefter took is hilarious.
Oh, I missed it. There it is. Man, look at this guy. Not happy. He's pissed.
Yeah, it's funnier than hell, honestly.
No,
You have an iMac?
No.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you had your messages on here and I could just like drop it in, but
That's so confusing. Ugh.
it's weird.
I wonder why mine does that. It makes that so many windows up.
Oh
That
no,
would make any sense.
kind of crazy. Anyway, but yeah,
That Rule does not look good. He's gonna take a lot of heat next couple days.
well, you know that's a life head coach. They seem to get bigger. I don't know. Salo and McVay and Shanahan, Kingsbury, those guys are all in good shape. There's no reason. Pete Carroll's in good shape.
Oh yeah, he's like 85, isn't he?
Yeah, dude, he's old. Pete Carroll's old, dude. He's in good shape. Belichick's,
He's been
overweight.
Bill Belichick's had that body since day one.
He's overweight, but he don't care.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Tell me you're gonna win a Super Bowl? Good luck.
Oh yeah, cholesterol.
Well, I'm just gonna say this on to Cincinnati.
Yeah, cholesterol doesn't write checks on to Cincinnati.
So, seeing that Josh McDaniels left the Patriots, who do you think is next in line for the Patriots head coaching job? They're gonna give it over to his son Steve?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that goes. Just read an article. Robert Kraft is sick of not being in the playoffs. So,
1 year, 2 years,
3, I think.
Is it 3 years now?
Yeah. So, I don't know. You're not going to get a better. I mean, I'm sorry. I think McDaniels is the best head coach. I don't know who the next best head coach is.
Steve
So,
Belichick, man. Get those faces on the sideline.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Maybe Brian Flores.
Maybe. I just see he came from the system, and he is a good coach.
He knows him. Kraft knows him.
He is a good coach. I mean, I think Brian Flores did get slighted out of that Texas job. I think that he was a little bit more deserving of that job than Lovie Smith. That's my honest opinion. But
I would have picked him over Lovie Smith.
I'd pick Brian Flores over half the coaches right now in the NFC North.
Really?
Yep.
Ooh, which ones?
Well, Chicago, Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah.
You think O'Connell's not going to be a good coach?
I think that Brian Flores is a better coach. I think Brian Flores is the motivator, man. I think he's a good coach. I really do.
Yeah, I think he is a good coach too. I mean,
he's not as good as Motor City Dan, but he's good. He's a good coach.
In Pittsburgh now?
Yeah, he's like the defensive assistant, I think, for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's a good spot for him. It's a good spot for him to be. So
hey, him and Tomlin in the same room. That's a lot of
I mean, I could see if Belichick wanted to hang it up after this year, Brian Flores is sitting there waiting.
There's a lot of talk though about Tomlin getting out of the door there in Pittsburgh too. So I could see Tomlin actually want to culture's there.
Yeah, whatever. The interview will be there. I know that.
Tomlin, Tomlin can go anywhere and get a fucking job. Let's just be real.
Sean Payton too.
I'm curious what that happens to that. He ain't done.
No, he ain't, because he ain't gonna get on TV. He ain't gonna get on TV. If he does, it's gonna be a smaller role, like halftime, maybe guest or something like that. He needs to be a coach.
I just can't believe that Herbie and Al Michaels are doing Amazon games.
It's gonna be good. That's a good team.
I think it's gonna be good, but man, I think they could have got somebody other than Herbstreit. He's good, but man,
he did a good job. He did a good job for the NFL games at the end of the year. I think he did a pretty good job.
I like Herbie, but I think they could have got pay Romo. If Romo's good, I like to listen to Romo.
Yeah, I like Romo too. Romo's fine.
I just don't know if I ever want to listen to the Monday Night Game ever again.
Right. Well, I mean, Troy Aikman, are they? So is Troy Aikman and Buck going to be ESPN Monday Night Football?
Yep.
Okay. Man. And then the Foxes, who did the Fox end up getting then?
I think Fox are going to roll with what's his name, Kenny, what does he call him? Goose or not Goose? He did the hockey for the Olympics.
Daryl Johnson, are you talking about?
No. He was part of that crew. It was like Kenny, Moose, and Goose, or Kenny Moose and.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I can't remember the guy's name. He did the Olympic hockey this year.
Okay. I'm surprised. Well, I mean, I bet Aaron Andrews' contract isn't up. Maybe after this year.
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe she went with him over to Monday night. I'm not sure.
No, I think she's still there.
I put her in a goddamn booth. She's fun to listen. She's really smart.
She's smart, yeah. I don't know. I think she's in such a good role where she's at right now because she does get vital information. At least information it's never bad information. So I think
she's highly respected too. In every locker room too, she's highly respected. People, the guys respond to her.
Yeah, dude. I think she's cool as hell. Like I think I like her where she's at. Like she's already a legend there in that spot, so she should just keep it going.
What about Jim Rome in the booth?
No.
Oh, I love Jim Rome, don't you?
I think he's good at what he's doing. Like he needs, like there's certain people that like are good at where they're at. Like that's your lane. Like just stay in your lane, like where you're extremely good. Be like, could you imagine Bob Uecker doing what Aaron Andrews does?
Oh, that'd be electric. I think Bobby do a better job.
I shouldn't have. Yeah, I shouldn't have brought that one in there.
He did. He did that in WWE for years, man. Or WWF for years. He did the same thing she's doing.
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought that one in. God, I guess or
bringing a coach in to do Aaron Andrews' role. I could never see that.
Something like that, like a Drew Brees or something.
I think Drew Brees could do that.
He could do it, but not as good. He would have good insight, though. Yeah, maybe I'm not good at this analogy thing, but yeah, I mean, she's a Hall of Famer. End of March already.
Yep.
End of March. What do you got planned for April? Anything?
Oh, my birthday, the 30th birthday's at the end of the month.
Yeah, at the end of the month in 1 month, right?
Yep.
What are you going to do?
Going to Mastodon and Opeth.
Oh, yeah. Just going to scream and rage?
Oh, dude, I'm so fucking pumped up, dude.
Gonna take your shirt off down there?
Take it easy over there, huh? Keep this PG.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I'm trying to find the WrestleMania lineup so I can run through that, everybody.
The WrestleMania lineup, yeah. I was thinking the other day, man, do the Saints regret signing Taysom Hill to that crazy amount of money? Did they restructure that? I'm assuming they did.
Well, I see today that he's no longer a quarterback. They're putting because they signed the Red Rocket.
Yeah, he's doing tight end work this year.
Yep. Yeah, Andy Dalton's now a New Orleans Saint.
Yeah, dude, they saved the franchise with that one.
I had this up earlier. I just freaking. I really wanted to get the one in particular. that I thought was going to be really fun. But they don't have like the days. There's 2 separate days. There we go. I think I got it. So April 2nd, WrestleMania, everybody. If you are interested, that is this weekend. So April 2nd, this WrestleMania is now a 2-day event. I think times have changed. So your opening match on April 2nd is Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland. The next match is Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. Drew McIntyre, by the way, former Indianapolis Colt. Next match, you got Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic Mysterio wrestling The Miz and Logan Paul. Then they got the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, the Usos versus Nakamura and Rick Bogues. And then after that, you got 2 legends squaring off in the squared circle, AJ Styles versus Edge. Then you got the
Edge is still wrestling.
Edge is, yeah, he had a serious back injury, man. And he went out for a long time. He actually just came back, I think, this year.
Wow.
And then we get into the championship matches. The Raw, obviously Raw and SmackDown, 2 different brands. Raw Women's Championship match is Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. And then you got your SmackDown Women's Championship, which is Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey.
Woo!
Wrestling again, Ronda Rousey.
Wow, she's back.
And then the main event for this Saturday, April 2nd, is Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He's back. And then Sundays are big day, everybody. So this is going to be one of the biggest nights in wrestling ever. But they started out right away. Austin Theory versus Patrick McAfee, host of the Pat McAfee Show. If you haven't heard of
McAfee's wrestling?
Yeah, McAfee's wrestling WrestleMania, dude. And then you got after that, you have Sami Zayn. Let's say Zayn or Zion versus Johnny Knoxville in an Anything Goes match.
What? We need to get this pay-per-view.
It sounds good, actually.
Oh, yeah. Let's watch it at my house.
And then you got the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Carmella and Zilla Vega versus Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler. I think I said that right. Or Shayna Baszler. And then you got your Raw Tag Team Championship match, the RK Bros, which is obviously Randy Orton or somebody, versus the Street Profits and versus the Alpha Academy. I have no idea who they are. Don't quote me. Give me the RK Bros plus 100.
RK Bros plus 100?
I don't know. I'm looking at betting odds.
All right, take them.
All right, then I got the WWE Championship match. So this is a tie-in basically. So winner takes all. There's 2 different belts, obviously, one in Raw, one in SmackDown. So this match is bringing both those belts and unifying them as one. You got the Roman Reigns versus the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Give me Lesnar.
Who do you pick?
I'm taking Lesnar all day.
Yeah, the WWE champion, Brock Lesnar. Yep.
I'm taking him, man. I
take him too.
Goat.
Yeah.
My ass itches. My mother's my sister.
My ass itches.
All right, there it is. Thanks, Terry.
Appreciate you, Terry.
Oh shit! I bet he's just laughing. I bet he probably has this up on his big screen in his house. He's watching this, just laughing his ass off at the moment.
Nice. Hi, Remy.
My ass itches.
Oh, Remy here.
Hey, Rem.
Hey, buddy. Say hi. Say hi.
He's pissed.
Yeah, he probably wants to go outside.
I really don't have too much else tonight, man. It's kind of a low key.
No, it's been good. It's a good show. Good to catch up. Like you said, didn't do it.
You know what we didn't talk about? Now it just hit me. Tyreek Hill getting traded. We went past Tyreek Hill.
No, we talked about him getting a new deal.
No, we get traded. Yeah, maybe we did talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes him better. Like he definitely, he makes him better. He got a new deal. I mean, it's a good deal for both sides. He's making $30 million a year.
Is he worth that though? Is he worth more than Davante Adams?
Yeah.
Is he better total receiver than Davante Adams is?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. When he's on the field, I mean, you just need to get the ball in his hands. Like get the ball in his hands on a cross or a drag or something. Let him go. I mean, he'll beat people deep. Like he's that dude.
I agree with that.
No receiver to get other than, either receiver you're paying that money regardless.
Well, I agree with that, but
receiver, so
I just don't know if Tyreek Hill's better than Davante Adams, man.
Oh yeah, all day long.
The footwork though, Davante. The routes he can. Davante's a better route runner.
Tyreek Hill will get open all the time.
You don't need to get Davante open. You put the ball within arm's reach, he's going to bring it in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm telling you, I think Tyreek is just better. You just put him out in the slot. You can put him out open. I mean, put him in the open space, man. He does what he does. He's, the Packers. I just say that because, the Chiefs' offense is totally different without him.
So is our offense. We're 7-0 without Davante, but I still think we're a better offense with him.
See, I disagree. There, but
I think we're a better team without him going forward. But when he was in the lineup, like if he's on my Madden roster, I'd rather have him in than out. You know what I mean?
Tyreek, I mean, you're not going to run the jet sweep with Davante as much as you would with Tyreek, though, would you?
Two different skill sets.
I'm saying, though, like, Tyreek has that skill set and everything else Davante Adams does, too.
No, he's an absolute utility knife. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Like, that's why I think Tyreek is worth more than Davante. That's just my opinion.
I can see that, but I can also see, like, if you're looking for a pure route runner, a guy to open up the field, and I think Davante's better at that than he is.
I mean, tomato. We'll see. I mean,
I think they're both. I think one left that division, and one became the best one. You know what I mean?
I think Tyreek is going to be good without a good quarterback, though. Even
I can see that. I can see that argument too, where he's gonna make Tua better.
Davante, we'll see. Remains to be seen.
See, Derek Carr though has some arm talent. He's pretty damn good. So
yeah.
But
I'm gonna shut her down here. Dog needs to go outside. So
all right. Well, thanks for coming on.
Take care. Yep, we'll talk soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. So yeah, that is I'm gonna close up the show tonight, everybody. Make sure you get your asses over to litbeardco.com. Get yourself some fresh, beautiful beard oils. Wrong way. Fuck razors. Good shit. Yeah, we talked a bunch of NFL again tonight. Gave a salute to old Taylor Hawkins, passed away from the Foo Fighters. And yeah, he made fun of Matt Rule for a while. He literally looked like he went to Culver's, ate 10,000 cheeseburgers, and then showed up for a picture. Not good. Hopefully I get another show. I know I'm getting Darren from the BRBC president, our Wisconsin chapter. He's coming on here soon. We are in talks with Gerald Mershart to come back on the show, and I'm talking to Uncle Hack to come back on the show. So things are rolling. We're getting some guests on here eventually, and shit, maybe pelling them out again. But yeah, on that note, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to try something on the way out. In the comments, you can give me a thumbs up or thumbs down about the song I picked. And if you can guess the song, I'll give you a shout out on the next show. So, and obviously my brother White does not count. So if you can guess the intro of the song, give you a shout out the next show, just to prove how loyal I am to my listeners. So, thank you very much, everybody. All right, that's the new one. So make sure to give a thumbs up if you like the new one. And I'll play the old one too, just for shits and giggles. You guys can pick which one you guys like more. All on you guys. If you can guess both the songs, I'll definitely give you some props. So, yeah, on that note, everybody, thanks again for tuning in. Make sure to like. Might be biased, all right. Well, nobody cares what you think. They're pal. So make sure to comment. You know which one you like. I'll make sure to check them all. Make sure to I can put it up on my Facebook page too. So Pierce Steel Podcast on Facebook. I will say old one, like which intros, and yeah, those roll from there. I think I like the first one, but then again, I like the second one too. But the second one's a little bit a little bit more heavy metal, I guess. Yeah, but just like that, I am tuning out. So thank you very much for listening. Like the pages, subscribe to everything that we're at. So make sure to subscribe to YouTube. Make sure to like us on Twitch, subscribe us on Twitch. Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us, and you can follow Pure Steel Podcast also on Instagram. I'm trying to get more, I guess more common on Instagram. So yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. Like the page, subscribe, make sure to share it. And all these shows, I am also doing the audio file onto Apple and Spotify. So if you didn't catch the whole thing, you can catch the beginning or catch the end later on. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Or actually, maybe later this week. Either way, I'll see you soon.